Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mercy Kill. This is episode 30, Breath of the Wild, all dungeons, featuring our one and only Adaf from Challenger Approaching. Remember, folks, if you've missed out on any of our Flame Fatale run, check out our archive of past runs and shows at youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. Check out our social media at GamesDoneQuick on both Twitter and Instagram. And with that, Adaf, how are you doing today? It's nice to see you.
I am just splendid. How are you, Sky?
I think splendid is a rather fine word for today. So this is the week that me and Adaf are trading off on our GDQ hotfix shows. Adaf is going to graciously play a 3-hour estimate of all dungeons, Breath of the Wild. Very favorite category of mine. I love it. And then I am going to be playing Forbidden Memories 15-card mod showcase for Adaf on Friday. So this is exciting. So
Yeah.
A little bit about the lore real quick before we get started here. So what inspired you to run all dungeons?
So last year, obviously, the world was falling apart. And I sort of took to Twitch to be my main source of income last year, and I became a full-time streamer. And in early 2020, I prepped and did the 3D Zelda challenge, which is a speedrun where you do all 6 mainline 3D Zeldas in one big speedrun. And over the course of 2020 and 2021, I've done it 3 times. And obviously, as a part of that, I had to learn Breath of the Wild any percent. And about halfway through the year, I decided to go from Breath of the Wild any percent into Breath of the Wild all dungeons as my sort of my mainstream game, because I loved the category and I was doing a big partner push and people really like this category, I think. So it sort of was a mix of both, viewership numbers are usually pretty solid with this category, as well as I really love playing it. It's comfy, it allows a lot of viewer interaction, and it's also a good mix of difficult, which I like.
Absolutely, and I know you've actually taken, because of this, to a lot of the 3D Zelda games. And for some reason, Adaf and I have this conversation all the time. I'm like, have you done Wind Waker Randomizer? This comes up at least once every month or so, because...
It does. But and I will do it, Sky. I will do it. I've done it once, but I will try it again just for you.
I very much look forward to that. So we were talking during the pre-show. Adaf is also 1-1 against the timer. Adaf, how are you feeling going into this run, knowing that this is kind of the tiebreaker for the time being?
The timer and I, we've had our differences. This is a title bout. The timer beat me in Twilight Princess any percent by like 25 seconds. I beat the timer in Wind Waker any percent by like a lot. So, I'm hoping that today we're going to have an even bout, and I have nothing but good things to say about the timer, of course, but I'm hoping to settle the score tonight, best 2 out of 3.
And the last question I have, do you have any safety strats, anything in mind to kind of make sure that you defeat the timer today?
Well, you can save, which is good. Yes. Saving in Breath of the Wild is a little more judicious and nice than in other 3D Zelda speedruns, so that's really good. But not really. I don't know. Like, the thing with this category is that I haven't played it seriously in a year. So this is definitely gonna be a tough one. And I'm also, because I want to do it true and I want to do it right, I'm not going to look at a route document. We're going to go fully from the dome for this whole thing, so it might be a complete mess. You
are allowed to use notes during this. I am contractually obligated.
It feels unfair. It feels like doping ahead of a sporting event. I'm here, the timer and I, we're going toe-to-toe.
Wow. Adaf just calling out anyone who's used notes in the past on Mercy Kill.
I'm calling out myself, because I used note documents for both of my prior appearances on this show.
And folks, right now, the runners are very much ahead of the timer right now. Actually, so much. I think it's about 8 or 9 wins now over the timer. We may have to start a season 2 soon. Wipe the slate fresh. Know that the runners won season 1, a very long season 1. And that's just something to think about for future Mercy Kills, just going back to 0-0. But today is not the day for that. That will be coming soon to a scoreboard near you. Adaf, are you ready to go? I'm really excited for this run.
I am ready.
All right, on your count.
Sweet. Okay, so this game, the timing actually starts after we skip the cutscene. So I will sort of do a 3, 2, 1 go. of my own, and I actually should open my splits really quick. I'm sorry, I should have done this ahead of time, but I just realized that this could be nice to have.
Sure. Sure, it'll give you an idea of where you are.
Yeah, let's do that. Boom. Okay, I've got my splits. Excellent. All right, so I will start the game.
All right.
And the timer starts a little bit later, and I'll let you guys know. But yeah, welcome to Breath of the Wild All Dungeons. So the question that is going to come up the most tonight is, what is a dungeon? And I'm trusting all the warriors in the chat room to be able to answer this question post-haste for our newer viewers. I'm going to settle the score right now. A dungeon is a divine beast in this context. Shrines are a separate thing. So I will be doing the 4 plateau shrines, but that's it. And then I'll be doing the 4 divine beasts and then beating Ganon, and that's the thing. That's how it is. And the game starts off... This run starts off hard. Alright, timer's gonna start in... It's always weird. I might just say go, so just be ready, because it's like a whole thing.
Poor Richard.
Also, the voices are in French because I think they're pretty.
Réveille-toi.
Go. That's fine. Technically a second early, but that's all good. Okay, so time begins on gaining control of Link, essentially. So we got the Sheikah Slate, and if you played this game, you'll know that this is the Shrine of Resurrection, and you walk out and there's this beautiful, gorgeous cutscene, and it's wonderful and delightful. And we're going to skip it because that cutscene is the thing that activates time of day. And so we're going to do this whole run at 5:40 a.m. on the clock, and there will be no weather changes, which is super nice. And this also skips a cutscene, which obviously is quite quick. The problem is the trick to clip out, known as Shrine of Resurrection clip, is super dumb. So we're going to see... I already have forgotten to do that? Okay. We're going to see how this goes. Okay, sick. So I am basically pushing myself into a certain spot on the wall and mashing the Sheikah Slate at a certain angle so that it goes into first person and pushes Link. That's a very short version. Now I need to get above ground. I don't want to be out of bounds anymore. There we go. And my goal now is to get to the shrines. Now the problem is, the thing that activates being able to go into shrines is raising the tower. And we're not going to do that until later. So what I am going to do is get a bunch of food. Get this shield. And then we are going to use the shield to great effect to clip in. I'm also going to get more food than you typically get. This is just for safety. The shield is going to be used for a trick called Skew. I'm also doing something, and this will be done a million times throughout this run, called whistle sprinting. This is where I hold D-pad down, which is the whistle button, and mash B, and this prevents Link's stamina bar from running out while I sprint. Okay, so far so good.
Link. Dirige-toi vers le lieu que t'indique la carte de la tablette Sheikah.
There's way more to the beginning of this game than I thought. I didn't even know there was a trick in the Shrine of Resurrection.
Yeah, there is, and the plateau, in my opinion, is one of the hardest segments in this game in any category. But it's not hard if you're doing beginner routes, but, like, it's harder for what I mean. This is throw sprinting. It's a little more difficult than whistle sprinting, but it doesn't alert enemies, which is nice. I do claw grip for the whistle sprint. Okay, don't hit me, please. Thank you. I'm obviously dying because of the cold. Let's eat 2 of those. Pop up here. And I should crest this edge and then be able to sprint. And now we're gonna do skew. I am going to shield jump onto a specific part of this shrine, and then we're gonna try to use some interesting mechanics of unequipping the shield to then clip in without being able, because I can't get in. Okay, or don't unequip your shield, that's fine. Okay, that should be good enough. Where's the spot on the ground? Is it right there? No. It must be this one. I am so out of practice.
Well, that's the point of the show. You're on the right show for that.
Okay, I'm in. Alright, so the pedestal can still be used, but you just can't open the shrine door. And I'm gonna have to do this for all 4 shrines, and the setup is different for all of them. And I know you're thinking, well, that seems slow. You have to go into the thing every time. Like, how is this faster? And it is, I promise. Okay. Whew. Yeah, stasis is probably the hardest one, I would say. It's more finicky than the rest. And the reason they're all different is because every shrine actually has slightly different geometry. They all, you know, to look individual, they're all a little bit different. So now we're going to go through the shrines pretty standard-like. I was slow there. I'm going to skip doing a thing here. Do I grab this? I want 2, so I'm going to grab an extra iron sledgehammer. There's 2 of them that you get, like, right here. I'm going to skip this, hopefully. Yes, okay. Okay, stasis complete. Sub 6 is perfectly solid.
Adaf, you been practicing?
No. I couldn't even remember where to stand for the stasis clip. In the bottom left is my PB, where I have long hair tied up into a very unfortunate ponytail.
Folks thought I was playing against you, and I'm like, no, I've only done 40 shrines casually. No. Adaf saw me do that. I was very much a casual at that, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So right there I skipped that cutscene maybe a little later than you would expect. It was discovered by accident that it is faster to skip that cutscene once the monk has begun to dissipate. If you do it beforehand, the load after takes longer. That was discovered by accident like 3 years ago or 2 years ago. Okay, so Cryonis, Stasis is probably the hardest. Cryonis is my least favorite because it's stressful, because you're actively dying as you try to perform the clip because of the cold. So this is always fun. Can I make it up that? No, I'll just wait, that's fine. So yeah, there is a bullet time bounce, which we'll get into up here, but I am out of practice, and I've never been very good at this particular one, so I'm going to skip it. Also, I had to use my shield an extra time, so I'm not going to shield surf here. But yes, movement through the snow. Since I'm not doing a bullet time bounce to skip a bunch of stuff, I'm just going to try to walk on non-snow as much as possible. That's the goal. Don't kill me, please. But yes, the Cryonis clip is coming up. And again, it's this skew trick. So I will be jumping with... I'll do a shield jump onto a specific piece of uneven geometry. And this will give Link skew, as we call it. And skew allows you to do shield jumps where if you unequip your shield mid-jump, Link skews. He, like, goes and he, like, flips to the side. And depending on the severity of your skew... I might as well eat it all. Depending on the severity of your skew, you can clip through, like, more intense geometry is kind of a way of thinking about it. It's a very complex trick that I'm explaining in rather oversimplified terms. But yes, we're going to give it another go here. Skew is really cool. It really changed this game a lot, and it already was such a cool speedrun. It has made the plateau super competitive, which is awesome. I will be doing BTBs in this run. There will be like 3 or 4 of them. I just remembered there's one really hard that I do not remember how to do, so that's good. Can I skew there? Okay, I'm actually going to save here, because I'm really not confident about this one. That's not good. So I can tell if I have skew or not based on how Link reacts when I shield jump. This should be good. Okay, well, not if you do that. I'm having a little difficulty on it. You have to unequip your shield really quickly in midair in order to shield jump and activate skew when you have it without getting rid of it. Because if you land on solid ground with the shield out, you're going to lose skew. So I am trying to do that, and then do this to check my skew, which might be good enough. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Okay. Or just throw your axe away. Alright, I'm gonna go for the old skew setup. I was trying a newer one that is technically faster, but I'm just gonna go for the older setup.
So I asked you about safety strategies earlier. Does that mean maybe just going for some older setups that might be more reliable to you?
That's the plan, I think. Okay, yeah, that might be good enough. Okay, sick. Now I need to get back up there, though, and it's not as simple as with stasis. I need to use my skew to clip up. This is not good. This is why I got so much extra food. There we go. I was a little worried there for a second. Okay. Yeah, that one's really stressful. I mean, like, here's the bottom line, is, like, all of the shrine clips are really difficult. Mostly just because they're very specific. And specificity is not good for a rust-heavy run. But we'll see. No panic. See, that's what separates the good speedrunners from the great ones. Managing your mentality. I'm a big proponent of mentality in speedrunning. And I panic a lot, and minimizing panic is how you get good at video games.
That's also easier said than done, too, especially if you've never been in that scenario before and you're just not prepared. That's the whole, that has never happened before. That happens during many GDQ runs.
Precisely. So, losing a good chunk of time to my PB here, but again, the goal is not to PB, obviously. The goal is to come in under 3 hours. Which, we'll see. Okay. Alright. 2 shrines down. This is not going to be a very good plateau. That's okay. That's just how it is.
And again, to reiterate, Ada mentioned this earlier, shrines are not dungeons, if you've never seen this game. Shrines are like, I don't want to call them mini dungeons, because that doesn't even do justice to it. They're just tiny little trials, I think is a good way to put it. Yeah, kind of like the trials in Ocarina of Time at the end, right? You have to do all the trials, but these are like mini versions of that.
Oh, where's my visual cue? There it is. That's really far to the right. Okay, I'm doing something here called bullet time bounce. Bullet time bounce is an interesting abuse of a mechanic in this game where when in bullet time, like, shield bouncing does not compute your speed value correctly. So you can use this to go over quick distances or large distances very quickly. This trick is quite precise. Oh, come on. Luckily, you can reload this save and try it as many times as you want, but this particular order of the shrines, you could do the shrines in a different, technically easier order, but this is the fastest. And you kind of have to do this bullet time bounce in order to make it work. There's not really another way. It's really early. Okay, it's not over. I need to damage cancel because I don't have the paraglider. I'm gonna take damage. Okay, I'm fine. I'm alive. Okay. Not a great bullet time bounce, but it works. And I am actually gonna get arrows. Since I was short on the bullet time bounce anyway, I might as well. You're gonna need a lot of them in this run. And I'm gonna grab this extra food. Not something you really ever do. Cool. Okay, first bullet time bounce, check. There are mandatory 4 more, I want to say. So we'll see. Also, I want these fire arrows and these ice arrows.
Yeah, this was a pretty big deal breaker when I was learning how to casually or semi-casually do 40 shrines. These arrows are such a big thing to have early on, especially before you go into the rest of Hyrule.
Absolutely. And as we will see later... Oh, okay, unequip. I might have taken damage from that, okay. Also, sometimes I'll be referring to my shield taking damage. I'm specifically talking about its durability. This will be my one shield for a while, so I don't want that. I can grab a spare, I guess. Good arrows, not good food. That's fine. I'm gonna do a setup for this particular shrine clip, which is really good. I know I have the right skew, I don't even have to check. Oh, wow, it's rare that I missed this one. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, clean magnesis clip. I'm happy with that. That setup... It's a kind of an amalgamation of 2 setups. I can't remember who found them, but they're really good. I'm happy with 3rd try bullet time bounce and 2nd try shrine clip. I'm, perfectly rusty. I'm happy with that.
And I do want to remind folks, ADF is choosing to not use notes for this run. And for a run as massive and as lengthy as this, I still can't believe you're opting to not use notes here.
I think I'll be okay, and I'm hopeful for the best, because, there's not a great way, I could have images for, because really the only things I'm nervous about are, the bullet time bounce setups, and, I mean, the best way to have quote-unquote notes for that would be, images in a document, I guess, and I didn't want to make that, so, we're not doing that.
Yeah, nobody's got time for that, certainly.
Oh, serpentine pattern never works, but it worked. I'm having a lot of difficulty with D-pad left. Pro controllers, the Nintendo Switch Pro controller is a very good controller. The problem is the D-pad likes to register right and left as up and, up sometimes. And up is the runes and left is the, Oh, why didn't I skip that one? I thought I was in the second cutscene. Wow, I am rusty. All right. Yeah, so sometimes I might miss menu, and mismenuing is actually not great, because if I accidentally, this already happened a few times in this run. If I mismenu to runes when I'm trying to unequip my shield, I might land with my shield and then I lose skew, which is unfortunate because my shield has limited durability, so I can only land from a jump so many times. There are ways to retain shield durability kind of ad infinitum, but it's not it's kind of slow, and I usually don't have to do it, so I'm not. But should I go for this bullet time bounce? I kind of want to. All right,
Well,
I'm really
go for
bad
it.
at this one, but it's really cool.
You
so
got
I'm gonna
time.
Go for it. Okay, well, he didn't move far enough up, which is weird. I might have been standing in the wrong place, to be honest. So I missed it, but that's okay. That bullet time bounce is magnesis to bombs, and it's really flashy. But there's not really a super consistent setup because in these early bullet time bounces, you don't have ice arrows to freeze enemies in place, which is what makes some bullet time bounces easier. And so instead you have to rely on enemy AI to behave in a certain way. So like shooting arrows on the ground to make them look a certain place or, you know, etc. So it's pretty difficult.
I have a question for you. So, did you find out about the new Master Sword skip? There was something that was developed with that as of
Yes.
recently. Yeah.
There is a new Master Sword run, and I did it. I got sub 30. I grinded
Ooh.
it for like a week. It was
Nice.
very fun.
Are you going to implement getting the Master Sword into this routing? Just out of curiosity, or is it too far
I
out
am
of your
not.
way? Aw.
The reason, I'm gonna save, is because bows are the most powerful weapons in the game. Hello?
You
I
are
have
not
no
wrong
skew?
about that.
Yeah, bows are super good. I don't know how I have no skew. Still? What is going on? That should be good. Yeah, okay. Oh, where do I stand? Not there, evidently. Is it here? Maybe it's further? There's also this weird thing where it feels like sometimes that, like, the more you do skew, it lessens. Okay, now I need to clip back in. Okay. There we go. Okay, I have done all 4 shrine clips. Yay!
Proud of you.
Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, those are hard, and I think a really big barrier to learning this game. But the good news is you don't have to learn them right away. When I first learned any percent, I didn't learn the shrine clips for a really long time. And when I first learned all dungeons, I still didn't learn them for a while. But truthfully, the result of having done them is so good. Time of day skip is like so nice for shorter categories. Stalfos never spawn because it's never nighttime. You never have to deal with rain because it's always sunny in Philadelphia. And it's a really stupid joke. But yeah. Okay, nice. That happens sometimes. I'll just
Well,
do
if
this,
you
I
like
guess.
that, in the chat, someone said Legend of Zelda Bow of the Wild. And I appreciate a good pun, chat, just so you know, so thank you.
We love them. Do a little dance. Okay. We're
You
gonna
made it
finish
look
up the
so
bomb
easy.
shrine. Made what look so easy?
The wall thing. There were so many times where I would be playing and I'd go to throw the bomb and it would just deflect and I would die right there.
It's all about timing when you detonate. Gamers, here's the bottom line. If you like humor that is just pretty much explicitly not actually funny, but it might give you a smile, then, well, twitch.tv/8f is the place for you. Drop a follow, why don't you? Make my day. Make my year. Make my month. Make my life. Okay, that's the end of the 4 shrines. So now we will be moving to get the paraglider. And the paraglider opens up a lot for us. Obviously, it's a lot of maneuverability, but also I can start comfortably doing wind bombs and bullet time bounces more often. Wind bombs are going to be used a bazillion times during this run, and what a wind bomb is, for a while was called Bomb Impact Launch, but since the community has decided that's no fun, Wind Bomb is cooler, which I must say I have to agree. Anyway, Wind Bomb is a trick where I am going to enter bullet time and place my 2 bombs in such a way, usually in midair, that the first bomb will blow up the second bomb physically into Link. And this will give us a sort of boosted momentum, because as I said before, whilst in bullet time, the game doesn't handle the transfer of momentum to Link technically properly as you would expect, so I can move much more quickly. That's a very surface level explanation of Wind Bomb. Wind Bombs are so complex, and once you get past like Wind Bomb 101, basically, there's so much you can learn. And over the 2 years I've run this game, year and a half that I've run this game, I have learned so much about Wind Bombs. And they're so cool, and I'll be doing so many micro adjustments during Wind Bombs in this run that you just will not even notice that I'm doing, but I promise you there's like tiny little stuff that I'm doing all the time during Wind Bombs to try to maximize distance or height or both. Wind Bombs are super cool. It's my favorite trick in this game. I think it's really neat. And it looks cool, and it's also so useful. Big fan. I didn't tree fly to the top or stasis launch for 2 reasons. 1, I'm rusty, and 2, I personally like to get the extra stamina, which is down here. And this is not something every runner does, but I personally really like the added security of more stamina. It's just really good. Oh, I don't have to do Hyrule Castle bullet time bounce. Let's go. It's always a good feeling when you're not running any percent. You don't have to do the worst bullet time bounce. That's always good. One more cutscene to skip. Oh, I just love this game, man. Every time I come back to this game, I'm reminded how much I love it and how much I love running it. I golded? Excuse me? Okay.
Really?
Sure. It's not a split that really you do very much, so it's like a 1.5 minute long split of mostly running, so not entirely sure, but whatever. There's a wind bomb here that I find like never works, so I'm just gonna paraglide back. So now we do need to activate the tower, because we cannot get into the Divine Beasts without activating the tower, and it also has some other benefits. We'll still have Time of Day skipped, but this is just going to be good for us. You gotta trust me on that.
How do you feel about the fact that you can't pet the dogs in this game, Adaf? And the fact that Breath of the Wild 2, I think you can pet the dogs. That's what Chad was saying, at least.
It's sad. It's a sad day when you can't pet the dogs. I'm supposed to just wind bomb all the way over there, but since I'm already here, I might as well grab some arrows. That wind bomb is really unreliable. The Great Plateau is a very laggy area, and lag management is a huge part of this game, especially with wind bombs, because wind bombs often do not work properly in areas of great lag. Okay. Yes, it is probably good to say that, you know, we talked earlier about 3D Zelda games being sort of a mainstay on my channel, and that is the case. So if you're, you know, Breath of the Wild's not the only thing I play. I do a lot of Ocarina of Time, and Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Majora's Mask, it's all there. Yeah, that's the deal.
And if you would like to see the past couple of times Adaf was here on Mercy Kill, y'all can check out our VODs on YouTube as well if you want to see how Adaf did. Both of those were a fantastic watch for so many reasons.
They were a lot of fun. Highly recommend going to the GDQ YouTube page and watching some of the hotfix VODs. You can also catch all the VODs from Frame Fatales, which is pretty great. That was the speedrunning marathon from last week. Yeah, it's a good time. You can carry the cats and dogs in Twilight Princess, and I will say Twilight Princess is my favorite 3D Zelda, and that only solidifies that position. You can carry the dogs and cats and like hold them like little babies. It's just so amazing. Okay, we're gonna do a wind bomb now. And this one is rather important. I think this is where I aim for this one. I could actually... we'll just go for it. Okay, I got more height than I wanted. I'm going to try to get something called a super. It did not happen. A super launch is where, in the middle of... Before you pull the paraglider from the wind bomb, you try to create lag, and then pull the paraglider on something called a lag frame, which is a frame where the game is actively lagging. And this gives you, like, 1.5x speed or something. It's, like, it's capped, but it's depending on how much lag you were able to create. Not into stamina. That is going to be a problem. Let's do this. I also need at least 1 heart. Oh, come on. Every time I want to do a wind bomb. Because I take a heart of damage every single time. Nice. That was sick. Just did a mid-air adjustment without being able to see. I turned the camera upwards to reduce lag. Is the short of that. I'm gonna change weapons now, actually.
You just passed one of my favorite shrines that I like to do early on in 40 Shrines. That is Trial of Power, I believe, near you. And there's a lot of great weapons in Trial of Power if you take the long way. There's also a way you can clip through it. But Trial of Power is great if you're just looking to do a shrine run.
This game's got a lot of great, just cool, you know, personalized ways to do things. It's a lot of fun. Okay, we're gonna do my favorite bullet time bounce. Well, one of my favorites. We'll see how it goes. I saved just to be safe. Okay, or you could fall, that's fine. Really? Okay, I'm kind of shocked by that. So I freeze him in a certain position, a certain like angle of his head turning, and then I shield jump towards him. The problem is like he has a very smooth body, and so shield jumping off of him like can only be done from certain parts of his model. And so I'm trying to shield jump in such a way to make that happen. Okay. A little higher than I would usually like. Not as much horizontal speed, but that's okay. Oh, I do not remember how to... Like, there's no universe where I remember how to do this bullet time bounce that's coming up. Like, literally no way. I want this topaz. I'm gonna wait for this guy to go up the stairs, maybe? I'll just do that. Okay, I need this. There's a bullet time bounce here to get to the next area I need to go to, but I genuinely cannot remember how to do it. It is one of the more involved setups. You're manipulating 2 bokoblins at once, essentially. Kind of. So I'm gonna go for wind bomb backup strats. We'll see how this goes. We're completely off script. This is improvised now. I don't have a ton of food, so I gotta be a little judicious with where I choose to wind bomb, but we're gonna try here. Use my 2 apples I retrieved. Do we want a diagonal? Let's go a little off. Let's go here. Yeah, let's go like this. Perfect. Okay, excellent. That'll be just fine. So this route that I'm doing is a specific All Dungeons route called the Tenacosa route. It is so named because I'm attempting to get to a shrine called Tenakosa, which is the shrine right up on that mountainside over there that we'll be at in a little bit. The reason this shrine is a really good waypoint to have is because it's like kind of directly in between Gerudo and Rito Village. So it's really nice to be able to use it as a sort of stopgap. We'll take those. We'll take this guy's money just to be safe. This is something you would skip if you did the bullet time bounce, but it is added safety for me, which is good. But I now have to improvise some wind bombs to get up there. That's the shrine I want to go to, that one right up there. So we're gonna... Oh, I could do this way. Why don't we do a height launch? Let's do a height launch from here. Let's eat these, and then let's save. Is height launch earlier or later? It's later. It's later. I kind of wanted to be on top of this thing. I don't think I'm gonna have the stamina for that. Why don't we go from over here?
I wanted to let you know, there's a ton of ADEF pants in the chat supporting you, just saying.
Oh, where my tappers at? Any tappers in the chat? Let's show everybody our favorite new animated emote. Where are my tappers at? That money is intended to be given to a great fairy, but I'm just going to use it for my own benefit. We can do this. That's fine. Okay, that works. Can I whistle sprint up this? Probably not. Definitely whistle sprint here, though. Okay, with but a sliver of stamina to spare. I'm also going to change shields. I think that's for the best. And let's go ahead and do that. Okay. This is not enough food. Luckily I have some extra peppers, which is nice. Okay, this is a really cool bullet time bounce. I'm hopeful I can get this one. This one's probably the coolest one in the run, I would say. Hello? Okay. That's the setup. You wait for him to crouch like that. And then the question is, ADEF, where do you aim? I don't remember. I think you come here and aim there, maybe? Okay, am I gonna have enough time to try again? Nope. I'll take the autosave. Okay. All 2.5 thousand watchers here are ADEF subscribers, I'm sure of it. That would be a very good month economically. That would be a very excellent month. A rather large outlier, I would say, analytically. Okay, let's...
Sounds like a good month, though.
It sounds like a very good month. I don't think I'm aiming at the right spot. If there are any AD runners in the chat that want to correct where I should be aiming on this moblin, feel free. I think it is right there. I think it is right there. Really? Okay, we really want to get this one. Like, I could just wind bomb over there, but it's going to be really slow and bad, and I feel like this is way too cool of a bullet time bounce not to show off. I may have to pull up my PB.
Hey, again, that kind of stuff's allowed. Notes are allowed, visuals are allowed. You just can't practice.
I know. I know. I'm just being obstinate for no reason.
You know, this takes me back to one of your runs, Adolf. Didn't something like this happen in either Twilight Princess or Wind Waker? I'm seeming to remember something here.
Yes. In Twilight Princess, this is not a very good bullet time bounce, but we're going to try to salvage it. Oh, actually, this will be fine.
There you go. Well done, Adolf. Nice.
Thank you. In Twilight Princess Any Percent, I made a mistake with Back in Time. That was unintentional. Look at this unloaded shrine. I don't think I need this shrine worth. Okay. We're in Torito Village. I can't remember if do I need that? I don't think so. The French text is faster for all dungeons, but because I'm so out of practice, I elected to do English text just so that I am 100%. I do speak French, but just so I can be fast and 100% sure what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm just going to be using English today.
Je sais que tu en es capable.
Okay. So we have to activate the shrine quest for Va Meadow. Talk to her. Pan the camera. Watch this little memory. Can I say omelette du fromage? Bien sûr. You Canadian or just smart? Can't I be both? I am neither Canadian nor, I would say, too intelligent, but I just had really great French teachers in high school. And I really like the language.
Adolf, this is a super comfy run, just so you know. And again, please follow Adolf. Adolf has like super comfy streams in general.
Well, thank you. I think I need 2 of these. I'm gonna be mad when I miscounted. And I don't remember if I need to buy any bomb arrows. Ugh, I don't think so. I don't think I have to. Okay. I need at least 3 of those. That should cover it. Well, no, I need to get another one of those. Let's do that. And let's turn a little bit like that. Let's save, just to be safe. Any advice for those of us wanting to learn the language and it's interesting? Nice. If you want to learn French, move to France. I don't know. I just, you know, at the high school I went to, there happened to be really great teachers, which is, you know, unfortunate for people who do come in asking, like, how do I learn? Like, I don't know. Take classes, I guess.
Yeah, taking classes, it helps. It does.
I can't really, you know, prescribe any one virtual service like Duolingo or whatever, because I don't really know. I will say, here's what I think about Duolingo. I think, ooh, am I going to bake this? Oh, I have this. Nice. I forgot I picked that up. Let's go. Duolingo is really good if you already know a language and just need to brush up. I went to France 2 years ago, and truly, like, Duolingo was so good at just, like, getting me back to a conversational point. So that's how I feel about Duolingo. Not really great for a starting point, I don't think, but really great if you already know and just want to relearn stuff. But immersion, as always, is the best way to learn a language. You could also immerse yourself in French or whatever language you're trying to learn media, so like news, newspapers, articles, radio, just like constantly watching this and that stuff. I mean, how many countless people have been like, I watched so much anime, I learned Japanese. So, you know.
I wrote that down in clips to save, Ada, because you were talking about learning French, and then suddenly you were like, am I gonna make this? And I just couldn't resist.
Okay. So you saw that I cooked a double cold food. The reason I did this is because I don't have warm clothing, nor will I get any, and I need to have enough to get past Vomito. And it's doubly cold up there. All right, I love this music. The Vomito assault music is so good. Just sleep on a language textbook for a pillow, 100% success. Yeah, just osmose that knowledge into your brain. I think you can speak French or any other language when you are interested in that language. It's an interesting franglais going on there. I almost said Spanglish, but it's franglais.
Yeah, it's much easier to start as young as you can. I mean, I learned Spanish as early as kindergarten, first grade. Then I had more of it in middle school, more of it in high school, more of it in undergrad, and then I tutored in undergrad, and then I had it tutoring in grad school. So the more you do of it, the better. And the best way to do it is to maybe consider watching a stream in another language. Find someone out there to support, and the more you immerse yourself in that, that could help you pick up some phrases as well too to start off.
Absolutely. Movies and TV are great because they have subtitles often in English that are professionally done. Okay, just one more. And then we're in. There are much faster ways to do this fight, but I just don't remember. And we want this. My Bokobo ran out faster than it is supposed to. I think I usually keep using the Bokobo for some time, but we'll see. That was me whistling. I whistle a lot on stream, and I often don't notice that I'm doing it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. We're on pace for a 242 right now, I think, but the hard stuff has yet to happen. Well, a lot of the hard stuff, that is.
Alors va chercher.
Yeah, currently right now we're almost about 48 minutes in, Adaf.
Voilà la...
Yeah, I've got my splits up, so
Yeah.
luckily I will not be worried. unless I know I need to be worried. Yeah, surprised. That's the word I'm looking for.
Are you trying to tell us something, Adaf?
I don't know. Am I? Alright, I'm gonna grab these extra bomb arrows. Those are just for safety. I also really like this dungeon music. It's super good. believe I hit this now. I know my poppet is badly damaged. I thought I equipped my Boko shield.
Il reste
So we're
4.
gonna skip ever getting the map in this dungeon by some clever stuff. I almost fell.
Wait, that's your reaction to almost falling? You don't look afraid? You're just like, ha ha ha.
Well, I had confidence in Link.
You should have confidence in you.
Wow. No, I do.
Il reste 3.
This swell in the music specifically is really good. Turn it up for myself. So typically you would tilt the bird here, but I can't get back up. The game knows that, so I'm just going to void out and it'll put me back up top. Like this. Okay, did not mean to do that, but we made it. So then you typically tilt to do this one as well, but we're gonna do some clever stuff. Some clever gamer moments. This air pillar.
Yeah, you keep going in directions, and I never know if you're going to make it, and then you always make it. This looks like a pretty difficult Divine Beast to navigate if it's your first couple times running it, or if you're rusty in this case.
It's great. This is actually a great one to learn first, and luckily it's the first in the route in pretty much every route of this game, this category, because Rivali's Gale is so powerful to have really. And so it's, you know, I think this is a really good one to learn first. It can solidify some movement nicely. It's good.
How difficult is it as a runner to route in Rivali's Gale? So if folks don't remember, you only get so many charges. I think it's 3, and I forget then how long it needs to recharge, but that's gotta be a factor in routing. Not to state the obvious, but it was just something I hadn't thought about till now.
No, it's a huge factor in routing. Luckily, I didn't route this route, so that's good. Rivali's Gale has a really quick cooldown. It's the quickest of any of the Divine Beast powers, which is good. But yeah, no, it's huge, especially in like 100% a category that uses a billion Rivali's Gales. It's really common in routes to be like, here is where your Rivali's Gale should come back. Use this one here, this one here, this one here. And in this route, we do judiciously use Rivali's Gale. Okay, first Blight fight. Wind Blight here. I really like this fight. I hope it goes well.
Quick question, Ada. How long have you been running this? Chat wants to know.
I learned this category... maybe like July or August. Is it 3? Is it really 3? Or did I miss a headshot? I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
I'm not concerned. I have complete confidence in you, Adolf.
I swear it's 2 headshots. How do I get back up there quickly? The central pillar, does that take you up there? I think it does. Interesting. I'm not totally sure what just happened. I could have sworn it was 2 to knock him over, but I guess it's not. Oh, this puts you in a good position.
Attention,
That.
ces tirs sont précis. Alors
Come on, y'all. Give Adolf some love. This is not an easy fight, especially not on many resources here. So all the love would be appreciated here for Adolf.
I guess it is 3. Am I on the wrong bow? Alright.
Oh, Ada. I had
Oh,
a suspicion. I did not want to backseat game,
Well, but
I
I
was
thought
like,
I thought I equipped it. I swear I equipped it. When did it must have been after the autosave that I equipped it. Alright, this is the time. This is the one. I was doing so little damage, I was really confused. Alright, well, blunders are over. It's time to game.
I
Attention.
mean, blunders is part of Mercy Kill, ADF. Like, if we don't have a blunder, are you really rusty?
That's fair. Okay, I guess it is. Okay, good one cycle on the first phase. I actually remember how to play this now.
Tu peux aussi attaquer depuis un angle mort. Alors reste bien sur tes gardes. Attaque là.
Nice. Okay, one cycle on both the first and second phases. Cool. Okay, well, the third attempt at the fight was quite good.
Good job.
Okay, thank you.
When you have the correct bow, the strategy
Yes.
works.
That helps. We're gonna get the best bow in the game. Well, the best, like, yeah, I mean, it probably is the best bow in the game in a moment here.
From where? Is it from a Lionel?
No, the Lionel bows are great, and they definitely have the most damage output. Like the Savage Lionel bows and the Mighty Lionel bows are definitely really good. But Rivali's bow is not only really good and does triple arrows, but also it has a ton of durability.
Nice.
In fact, ideally, it will last the rest of the run.
Once the bow's broken, though, it's broken, right? It's not like the Master Sword where it goes on cooldown.
Correct.
Aw.
I have forgotten this bow in all dungeons runs before and been like, why am I so bad? I'm like, why can't I kill anything? And then I remember. Okay, so now we go back to Tenecosa. And this bullet time bounce, we'll see. We'll see. This one's a little peskier than the last few. But yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll be fine. This one, I can't freeze him from below. I need to actually freeze him up top. So I need to get over to the pillar without really attracting his attention. You miss Adef's Legolas haircut. I don't.
Do you all know how much work long hair is? That's
Dude,
what...
short hair's just objectively better. Like, my long hair I think looked okay, but the amount of work that you have to put in for long hair is not worth it.
Atha finally trimmed his hair. I don't know if you saw Adef because
I did see.
yeah, we started to go swimming at the gym, and suddenly Oth gets out for his first time, and he's like, you know, taking care of this is a pain after you've been swimming in chlorine, and I'm like, yeah, it's work. So he decided to trim his hair.
I think that's the setup. I think you aim there. Oh no. That's not right. That's not right. You're supposed to go into that mountain pass over there, and I am going very far north of that. Alright, well, I guess we'll do this. Could mid-air, but I don't trust with this little salmon. Is there a guardian or something on this mesa? I don't think so.
Trying to remember where you are right now. Are you
I think this mesa is perfectly clear.
towards Gerudo?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
So now I'm just gonna wind bomb the rest of the way, I guess, which is not the plan, but that's okay. So I switch between my thumb and my pointer finger for whistle sprinting sometimes. Pointer finger gives me more camera control with my thumb, but it's just kind of like preserving my hand health. So the next shrine we want is called... Oh boy, it's this shrine up here where you melt the ice, and it is called... Oh no, I really can't remember.
Yeah, I typically don't do any shrines near here when I go on my 40 shrines route. I'm trying to remember too now.
Tenecosa and... No? I'm not going to remember. Anyway, we are coming up here for a few reasons. This is a really good shrine to get because it's behind the exit of the Yiga clan hideout. And we need to come back to the Yiga clan hideout after we begin the Gerudo questline. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this shrine, which is just going to be a nice point of entry for us. And we'll actually be skipping the Yiga clan hideout entirely from behind, and I'll show y'all how that works. But my cold food is still going, which is good. I should give me some nice benefit here in this also doubly cold area. This is the shrine where you, if you were to try to complete it, it's the one where you have to knock the ice cube around. And its name just truly escapes me.
Hey, do I have time for a
yeah,
quick plug for Hotfix?
Hit it.
Alright folks, remember that Mercy Kill and GDQ Hotfix is brought to you by viewers like you. Your subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help support our weekly Hotfix content that includes both of my shows and ADF shows, as well as all of our lovely programming. Thank you so much for supporting our shows. If you are watching this on YouTube, feel free to join us over at twitch.tv/gamesdonequick to check out our live shows starting most nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. And again, I have 2 shows, and ADF here has Challenger approaching as well. So you're also supporting a wonderful, wonderful assortment of content in addition to our shows as well. So thank you all.
Okay, I am on the swallow bow. Good. One more. Unless I mistimed something. Okay. Katakar, that's right. I'm gonna go in and out of Katakar really quickly because it gets rid of these whiz robes, and I want the luminous stones for money.
That shrine's not easy, is it? I seem to remember doing that and having a little bit of difficulty with it.
It's a tough one. Shouldn't need too many of these, but I'm just a little conscious about money right now. I don't want flint. Because I don't remember precisely how much I need. So, I'm just playing it safe. Okay. Okay, no, let's go here. Good, excellent, excellent. Alright, so my goal now is to get to Gerudo Town. pourquoi vous faites ça en français? Parce que le jeu vidéo, c'est le plus rapide en français. But for this run in particular, since I'm not playing with French voice and text, it's not actually faster. I'm just keeping the English text for ease of use, and the French voices because they're pretty. Okay, so this big block boulder thing, we're gonna use a cool trick in this game where when you're magnesising a magnetic item and you walk into it, you can just like push large objects. I'll grab that, sure. And let's get this just in case. And we want the edge of duality. And we want this.
Wow, I didn't even know about this.
Oh, it gets better, Sky.
Oh, does it? I'm really interested.
There's 600 rupees right here.
What? Did anybody else not know about this?
It's from a side quest, I believe. Or it's 300 rupees in bomb arrows, that's what it is, which are
That's
worth more.
still good, though. My goodness.
Yeah, it's great. Hello? Can you just stand there, please? Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do another wind bomb from here. Just to sort of expedite this process. I did not mean to turn this way. Okay, well, I meant to do a wind... turn wind bombs are a subsection of wind bombs, and I meant to do a westerly turn bomb, but I did an easterly one instead on accident. But that's okay. We're gonna get this shrine activated so we can warp back here easily. Dako Chise. We're gonna talk to this fellow in order to initiate the quest of getting into Gerudo Town. And we are going to wind bomb over to the Oasis, which I believe I did this way. Evidently I did it. I'm gonna try to do a mid-air here. Sick. Oh man. Okay. I was hoping to get up there, but the mid-air was not as good as I would have liked. Mid-air wind bombs are probably the hardest type. Of the like standard 3 wind bomb types, which are jumping off a ledge, which you've seen me do many times, the back hop setup, which is square bomb first, which I did a moment ago, and then the mid-airs. Those are like the 3 standards. The mid-air is definitely the hardest and the one you would learn last. Okay. We need a certain amount of rupees for this. I can't... 600. We have enough! Yay! Okay, so it's actually essential for me to get the, oh, the Great Fairy rupees. That was essential. Because I didn't... I don't remember where I split there. I'll just split there. Because I forgot to sell at the Rito store, which I usually would do. Up next is Vanaboris, yeah. We've done Va Meadow already, and Vanaboris is next, then Varuta, and then Varudanya to finish. My split there is Link is a cutie, because he is, and that's just the way that things are. I'll purchase later. I'll purchase after. The big purchasing, I guess I'll call it now, is we're going to spend a ton of rupees in a bit here, but I'll wait and do it when I come back. So we need the Thunder Helm to be able to make good with the Gerudo populace. And I'll take it. What other games do I run? An excellent segue into plugging myself. Thank you, Logan. I run mostly all of the 3D Zelda games. I do other retro stuff like NES runs and things like that. But my mainstay stuff is the 3D Zelda games. I've been enamored with OOT the past couple months. And if you love Ocarina of Time speedruns, definitely that is a twitch.tv/adef is the place to be. I'm currently working on Reverse Dungeon Order, which is a really cool category where you have to beat the dungeons in reverse order and then beat the game. So twitch.tv/adef if you're interested in cool Zelda speedruns. I also do randomizers, bingos, stuff like that. Yeah, there'll be Reverse Dungeon Order, Ocarina of Time stuff a lot in the coming weeks. I was working on 100% before that. Let's go this way. I'm literally amazed that worked, and it's perfect. Okay, so, the Yiga clan. Typically, you must go through the front entrance, and if you come in through the back entrance, you can't. The door can't be opened from behind. This magnetic door can't be opened. But the good news is we have skew on our side. I'm gonna drop my... Let's equip this and drop this. I don't want it anymore. Does that get rid of skew? I don't think so. No. Get in here. Oh, first try. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to remember how to do this, but I evidently remembered. Well, now I have to clip back in, which is proving interesting. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Alright. Well, that skips the whole Yiga clan. And now we can sort of hang out in here and get infinite money. So I basically get skew by shield hopping onto an uneven surface, and then I unequip my shield and another shield jump at a certain angle, at a certain position, in order to clip in through the wall. And the only cue to start the Yiga Clan master fight guy is by coming in through this door from this side. So it's lucky that I can just do this. Is it forwards? No, it is back. I was right. Oh, I meant to pause there. Okay. So now we must fight the best boss in all of Zelda, obviously. Rip pot lid, indeed. I overused it. Yes, if the timer hits 0, Skybills gets to steal my soul. That's confirmed.
Well, if that's the case, it would have been stolen already once. And then maybe given back, but how would have you played the other time?
Soulless or not, I'll play video games.
I'll tell you how
Mr. Koga.
The best thing you can do for me right now is be sure to give Adef a follow. Adef is such a wonderful person, such a great stream. I cannot recommend Adef's stream enough, so y'all please go give Adef some love. Follows are free.
Follows are free, and if people wanted to, we could definitely hit 10K tonight, which would be pretty sick, because there's a lot of people in the stream, and I'm less than like 1,200 away. I only need 1 cent. So, you know, if you wanted to bump me to 10,000, that would be pretty sick. Even 9,000 will take. I'm not, you know, I'm not greedy. Luckily, this boss fight's pretty sick. I turn away from him to do spin attacks because if you are turning away when you initiate, you get double hits, which is obviously quite good. How about this? If we eclipse 9,000, I'll change the color of the lights in my room to whatever you guys want. We'll pick a color as a team, and I'll change the color. It can be anything on the RGB spectrum, from orange to violet to everything in between. And then, gosh, I don't even know what we'll do if we get to 10. That's just, it would be unprecedented. Ooh, am I gonna save time here? The wind bombs were pretty good.
Well, that was a sound.
Yes. Alright, I got the Thunder Helm. Where am I against my PB? Ooh, boy. I've been playing against average splits. Okay, now is the pre-stated great following, or something's on Adef's brain. The great purchasing is what I meant to say. Man, this man's so shameless about his plugs. I can sell to you, I think. Can I sell to you? Yes! Excellent. We're just gonna sell everything that matters. There's 3 topaz. Oh, I forgot to do a thing! Oh, no! Okay, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. I forget to do this probably 1 in 5 runs, I would say. You have to get stuff out of the Yiga clan hideout. So I have to clip back in now.
Oh, you need enough bananas, right?
I need tons of bananas. Might be. Well, we'll do the same wind bomb we did before.
I don't play through this part of the game a lot, but if I remember one thing about the Yiga clan, it is bananas.
Yes, hard to forget. The great following. Sounds like a historical event. Okay. Alright, so I have to get skew again and do the clip again, because the door is now closed. which is unfortunate. I also need to remember not to whistle sprint here. I think after you beat Koga, they disappear anyway, but sometimes some funky stuff can happen with the, like, foot soldiers in there. And now my Boko shield is greatly damaged. Good. Nice. First try both times. We love to see it. Okay. Well, good recovery, I guess. I'm glad I remembered that. I'll use this one. And then we want a bunch of gems. Okay, now as opposed to the great following or the great purchasing, we will be doing the great banana-ing, where I shall be just getting so many bananas. I shall mash A to my heart's content and just pick up 1 bazillion bananas.
Is that an exact number?
Yes, 1 bazillion, precisely. Do we get cute link for the rest of the run? Yes, we do. Don't load. What are you doing? Warp. That would be bad. Definitely gonna lose time, because I had to come back, but it is what it is. Better safe than sorry, I guess.
I would hope you built some room for error into your estimate.
I did. Not a ton, but a good chunk. Alright, the great selling. So we need tons of rupees, largely because in my route I purchased 2 of the 3 parts of the Flamebreaker armor. And so I need more rupees than your average run. We get 2 of those. And then we get 30 shock arrows, I believe. And then...
I love this. I can see the appeal of the Yiga clan. Banana puns are really good.
We can do 3 triples. Oh, good. Around 5:30 every day, my lights like to change color on their own. So I'll change them back to red in a moment.
Us says hi.
Hi, off. Okay, let's change those lights.
How you feeling right now about where you are in the run, Adaf? We're about almost halfway through here.
I feel okay. There
Okay.
is a lot of stuff that's hard that's left.
Yeah, you're not even in the second Divine Beast yet. Like, I don't want to make you worry or anything, but I'm thinking about the time we have left and that.
Yeah, luckily this is the longest Divine Beast to enter. Like, this one takes the longest.
Yeah.
And I've also set up for for Varuda already by buying shock arrows, so I don't have to do any of the Lionel quest or anything.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So we're doing okay.
It's a shame that you don't do the Lionel quest, because that would give you access to another bow, would it not? I'm trying to remember.
Yes, I think so. But again, you know, the good news is I'm gonna be really just using the Rivali's bow on bosses, and that's it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it won't really run out of durability, luckily, until probably Calamity. If we get there, which we should.
Oh, we're gonna get there, please. I believe in you, Ada. You gotta believe in you too.
Well, I'm believing. I'm believing as hard as I can. Okay, this wind bomb spot, like, never works for some reason, but I'm gonna give it an old college try. Yep. Just never works. Don't know. Not sure why. Oh well. I'll just shield surf over there, that's fine. Okay. I want you and you, and I want... We'll do that, sure, that's fine. Oh, and I need a little health. I guess we're eating this. Sure. Okay, this entering Vonneboris segment, while cool and has cool music, is tough, especially to do quickly. So we're gonna see how this goes. Should have saved. I'll do that, and I'll save now. Okay, so she is shielding me from lightning, and so I have to stay within her sort of AoE when lightning is about to strike, which is on a regular timer, and it's just tricky to manage that and the shots because I'm using the duplex bow, which shoots 2 bomb arrows, and I need to hit each thing. Is it once or twice? We're gonna find out. Do I have to shoot 2? I think it's just 1 per, because it's the double. Anyway, the music is super good. Here we go. You have to watch this long cutscene every time. Unskippable.
On doit s'approcher d'elle.
Should be incurring the first lightning strike here in a moment. So I'm gonna slow down. Where are you? Where are you? We're in the clear. So now we're gonna go for the kill. I'm gonna play this super safe. You could just finish it on this turn. Hello? Hello? Okay, I survived. Why did she do that? I wonder. Alright, but I sniped. Alright, we're good. Wow, okay, thank you, 1-hit protection. I am glad that I ate that bonus food because I got 1-hit protection, which is really nice. It's a mechanic in this game where, like, if you have enough health and you get hit by certain attacks, even if it's supposed to do all your health, you will leave with a half heart. So that's good. Oh, this is going to be close. We're up to 247 on the Okay, well, where's my big time save? Okay, Rivali's Gale is going to get its first couple uses here.
Je savais, j'imagine.
I really dislike this dungeon. It's really hard, and there's a couple tricks in it that just always scare me. And they're in the first 2 minutes.
La pierre.
First, I'm gonna save. Okay, we're gonna load that save. I just jumped off the edge. Right on. Right on. Very intentional.
How intentional?
Exceptional. Okay, so I'm gonna line this bulb up. Where does that take me? And I'm gonna do a skip here, hopefully, where I trigger both for a moment, and I skip getting those metal balls. Duplex bow out. No! Why did I preemptively jump? I saw it didn't work. Get back up. Which is hard. Don't run off the edge, you dingbat! This is just going all kinds of great, as I expected. This is the hardest dungeon, no question.
I was gonna say, you said this was really difficult. I mean, if it turned out being really easy again, then I'd wonder if you practiced. So, this is everything as you said it would be.
Part of the problem also is that I'm scared of it, and anytime you are scared of a trick in a run, you will fail it. That's just how it works.
I get scared of RNG in runs.
No, 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 no!
What's going on?
Can you do it a second time? Hang on. Problem solving.
No, you're fine.
Alright, well, we're doing it again. This trick is so dumb. I forgot if you're supposed to hold up or down, and I held up, and that was incorrect. So basically, there's like, you're supposed to light the whole thing and get the map and do the whatever, and I am trying to skip that and get into the head of the beast early with use of the duplex bow, and I screwed it up. Good. Okay, alright, here we go. Let's give it another shot. Literally. Okay, it's not over. I now need to get out.
Il ne reste plus.
Go, Link! What a goober. I think this is fine. Does that make it? Oh, that totally doesn't make it. I don't remember how to do the backup. I'll go for it, I guess. I really do not remember how to do this. Oh, good! Yeah, no, just do that. Excellent. Okay, we have to do it again. Nice job. Nice job, dude.
Come on,
Just
Ada. You got
fall
this.
onto the edge like
you
a
got
piece
this.
of garbage. Dude, I'm mad, man. That was stupid. What a dumb mistake.
We all do that. We all make those kinds of mistakes, Ada. You got this.
I know, but that one's like frustrating because it's very avoidable.
Goober is a good word to express frustration. If you are in a family-friendly scenario and you want to express frustration, goober's
Yes,
a good
there are meaner, more self-deprecating words I'd like to be using, but I'm abstaining.
You're doing a good job. Yeah, goober's a good one though. I'll have to remember that one myself.
Oh, Goober's a great one. Don't lose heart. Oh, I'm way too stubborn to lose heart.
Aw, thanks, chat. See, chat's got your back here. Got some positive folks here wanting to help out. Thanks, y'all.
Okay, I'm on the left side, which is good.
Il ne reste plus.
Okay, good. This is where you're supposed to be. Then you use the second revolving skill here. I am gonna eat that food just to be super safe. Okay, don't play yourself this time. Good. Hello? Alright, we got the skip. Okay.
Il ne reste plus.
Alright, now we proceed. Come in here, and we're gonna do. I guess that works. Where's the second guy? Hello? Okay. So having more Rivali's Gale means I can skip this puzzle as well, which saves the most time. You don't need to carry those 2 iron balls all over the entire dungeon.
Il ne reste plus.
This way. I also want this for sure. Let's get that. Just preemptively. This skips a lot. Because they're not supposed to be up top that early.
Il ne reste plus que.
And now we get the map because the, you can skip this. I believe that you can. Well, no, actually, because you have to skew either way. Or rather, you have to rotate because you can't activate it sideways. So you have to get this in order to, rotate this, like, column or cylindrical slice in order to access one of the terminals. Does skipping a puzzle count as solving it? I don't really think that's even an important question for speedrunners to ask.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to skip stuff, period. That's what speedrunning's about.
Suis-je? Tu vas
Yeah.
devoir. Je suis sûre.
I believe I do this one twice. And then try this. Here. Catch it. And then let's rotate it. 3.
Beau travail, si tu regardes. Mais
Bon travail. Merci, Robosa. And you do not have to kill this little guardian sentry, but I do because he can often get in the way and attack you during the Thunderblight fight, which, for those of you that have played this game, know that Thunderblight is hard enough already. Equip. And I'm gonna go ahead and save. And then let's eat our food. Take the short one. Let's get some, if you have blessing emotes like 8F Bless or something like that, now's the time. This fight is dumb.
Elle est rapide. Fais attention. Ne la laisse pas te surprendre.
Great. My favorite opening attack. Okay.
Bravo, ça fonctionne.
Okay, that's first phase. Second phase is the harder one. Get up. What? What killed me? Hello?
It looks
Okay.
like something zapped you. I know that seems obvious because of the golden text on the game over, but that was shocking.
What on earth just killed me? What? I just died. Epic. Oh my god. I love Thunderblight, dude. Best fight in the game. Let's go. So happy. Oh, this is making the estimate very undoable, but that's okay. How do I get back up there? I guess I go this way. I made a save before the fight because if you enter here after you've begun the fight once, he comes down to meet you, which is way harder. Yes, there are 3 game over colors.
Elle est rapide. Fais attention. Ne la laisse pas te surprendre.
Yes, okay. Eat this. I almost didn't.
Keep going, Adap. Don't think about the estimate right now. Just try to take it one dungeon at a time here. This is the longest one, so you get past this, you're still gonna be in good shape here.
I've never seen that thing land inside of the tunic. Okay, sick. Alright. I was worried I wasn't going to get a crit on the final hit, which is what I needed to kill him in one cycle. But we are good. We are done with this nightmare. The rest is okay. Alright. Well, Varudanya, or Vonneborst went about how I expected it would, which was train wreck. But, hey, it is what it is. Gotta pick yourself up and move on. So that's what I'm gonna do. And Varuda is a welcome reprieve. Okay, you're supposed to do a bullet time bounce here. I just don't think I'm gonna get it. Yeah, if I missed the Tenecosa BTB, there's no way I'm gonna get this one. So we're gonna do backups. Or just wind bomb, I guess. It's a long way to wind bomb. I'll try it once. I'll use this and that. Well, I completely blew it. In classic style.
If you didn't say that, folks may have not known that, to be fair.
Yeah, but I gotta be honest, right?
I mean, that's fair, but just don't go on tilt. You can still do this.
Yeah, no way that was gonna work. There's so much lag right there. Well, thank you, Sky. I am trying. But it's not looking good. We'll see. I really need to clean up my play right now. If I want to have any hope.
Just try to keep you in a positive mindset. You know how easy it is when playing card games to go down that path? One mistake turns into many.
Absolutely. No, and I appreciate that. Mindset management is so pivotal. And I think I've talked about that on this show, actually.
You did, right at the beginning.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to improvise a lot now, which is fine. I'm used to that. I am rusty, but I'm not bad, which is just what I need to keep reminding myself.
Right.
Okay, let's go here, I guess. Adef can feel his soul slipping away.
This isn't Yu-Gi-Oh, y'all. Adef don't lose his soul. Not even
close.
Shadow
Realm. I'm in the Shadow Realm, dude. Merrick just summoned the Winged Dragon Raw, and I am so nervous.
There is a question in chat. Is there anything on after this? Yes, we do have Never Before Seen right after Adef's run, so plenty of more programming, awesome programming here on GDQ Hotfix tonight. Everybody stick around. It's going to be great.
It is going to be great. Sick midair. That was awesome. But there's a Guardian right there, which I'm not jazzed about. Let's just save. Let's just save.
Oh, Richard, don't provoke chat. No one's gonna want to come and play for me if you put it that way.
Is he still on my tail? No. Okay. So like I said, this is a really long way to win bomb if you don't get these BTBs.
That is a good question. How is that follower challenge coming along for Adef? Well, you can contribute to that challenge by following Adef right here. Adef would very much appreciate it. Good way to show some hype and some love. And remember, follows are free.
And at 9K, we're changing those colors, baby. Changing the colors of those lights. Scythe is real. Dude, the Scythe is real. She doesn't want you to know, but it is real. I'll go this way. That's fine.
I eventually, when we can meet in person again, would love to get that signed by folks who have been on Mercy Kill. I think that would be really cool.
Oh, absolutely. This is not going exactly as planned. Ooh, now it's extra not going as planned.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I
At
didn't
least
have the square bomb.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been raining.
Yes. That is true. Luckily, it can't rain because of our time of day skip, which is super nice. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Serre-toi de Marage quand tu veux.
Alright, Rivali's Gale is ready way too early. That's how I know I'm super far behind on this segment. Rivali's Gale usually activates way later.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
It is now ready. We're almost there. Almost there.
Can Adaf do it in the time left? You'll have to watch and find out.
Yes, you will. That was a really good turn bomb. It's gonna get me all the way over there. It's really nice. Let's see if it goes.
I mean,
Usually I have to do another wind bomb there.
that's the fun of the show. If we gave it away, it wouldn't be as much fun, right? It's what keeps you watching.
Yeah, of course. Right, hopefully this lightning turns to rain quite quickly when I get under this awning here, this like overhang. Good. I guess I could just wind bomb from here. Yeah, I got lag stopped. Okay, what just happened is called a lag stop. When there is too much lag and Link reaches the technical speed cap for that lag level, you will literally stop in midair because the game cannot process the amount of speed you have just attained. Really?
I believe Adaf uses a Pro controller.
I do. Joy-Cons are cursed for this game. I got lag stopped again. This is ridiculous. I guess I'll stop turn bombing. I don't have enough food. I literally have to reload. Oh, it's not going well.
You could be using a power glove.
You could, yes, that would be rather cursed. That would be rather cursed. Guess I'll just do this. Okay, I should have done that from the start, to be fair. Oh, this is gonna take me up top? That's really nice. Okay. Not exactly how I wanted that segment to go, obviously, but we're in there, and now we're, you know, working on the next part. I'll give you guys an update on the follower count. I've got some downtime here.
Yeah, folks were asking about that.
We're at 8,869, so nice.
Nice.
We are 131 away.
There you go, y'all. 131. Y'all heard Adaf. What color were you going to change that to, Adaf?
We're gonna do a poll.
Ooh.
Richard messaged that we can do a poll.
I will continue to link Adaf's stream for those of you who want to see that background color change.
You're too generous, Sky. Odyssey is really good on Joy-Cons, in my opinion. Skyward Sword HD is also better on Joy-Cons.
I think I prefer the Pro Controller for almost anything on Switch. I think Pokemon games I'm okay with using the Joy-Cons for.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers that smile on Prince Sidon. I love that.
He's
Oh,
very
yeah.
handsome.
I actually have that face on a tank top, so I never forget. Yeah, the Yeti did a campaign
really?
a few years ago, I think back in 2017 or 2018, and it said "You can do it," and it has that smile from Prince Sidon on it. It's super cute. Yeah.
That's really cute. Have you played the DLC?
Not all of it. I would like to. Isn't there, like, there's a Cave of Trials or Cave of Ordeals or whatever it's called in this game?
Yeah, that's the Trial of the Sword.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm trying to remember what else the other content.
Song of the Hero, Ballad of the Hero, Song of the Hero, something like that. Regardless, if you like Sidon, you should play.
Okay. That's good to know.
That's all I'll say. It's also good. It's good DLC. But there's some Sidon lore.
I do that thing, Adef, where I buy games and then I don't play them for a while, or I'll buy DLCs and I don't play them for a while. I think all of us are.
Sky, you're preaching to the choir. My backlog is immense. The amount of games that I own that I quote unquote should play is massive.
Yeah.
Like Hollow Knight, Outer Wilds, for some reason those are the two that are coming to mind, but there are lots. Oh, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. There are lots of other great games that I own and want to play, but I just never do.
Adef's like, I'm in this tweet and I don't like it.
Yes, exactly. What is that game? Curse of the Obra Dinn? Whatever, I should play that. Like, goodness gracious, the list goes on.
I haven't played Hades yet. I keep having folks recommend
Hades!
that.
That's... Oh, Sky!
See?
I own
bought you
Hades and I
one
haven't
game.
played it yet. I bought it like a year ago. Or whenever it came out.
I mentioned one game and Adef's like, yeah.
That's like the one that everyone's like, you haven't played Hades yet? I'm like, well, you know, I play a lot of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I play a lot of Magic the Gathering. I feel that.
So typically you need 20 shock arrows and you have to go do the Lionel quest or whatever, but because I have bought shock arrows in the Gerudo village, I have plenty. And so I have more than 20, so we don't have to wait. I should have like 25 or something. Okay, I don't have any food, so I cannot wind bomb over there. So I guess I'm just walking. But that's okay. We'll take the scenic route through the beautiful Zora's domain. Both of you please play Hades. Alright, Sky, let's keep each other honest. Let's play Hades.
I mean, I was gonna do it as either a follow or a sub incentive at some point.
Well, there you go.
At some point. Yeah.
You've heard the lady. Twitch.tv/SkyBills.
But unfortunately in Magic, my rank resets every month, and I'm on a goal where I want to get one of the highest ranks possible. It's the highest tier possible, if anything. So that takes time to do every month alone. By the time I'm done with that, I'm like, do I want to PB in Forbidden Memories or try to PB in Forbidden Memories? And then all of a sudden, by the time I look at the calendar, it's the first of the month. Well, time to start the Magic thing again, I guess.
Isn't that the classic for the grind?
Oh, always. Always. Richard is committing me to Hades right now, and I said that was gonna be a bigger incentive. Dang it, Richard.
Hey,
I can't say that. Without Richard, I don't think I would have played on my own show yet, because I would have been too shy. So I have a lot to owe to Richard, admittedly.
I do want to go. I was mashing B. I didn't mean to be doing that. Watch this whole...
Actually, there is one other game I want to recommend. If you haven't played Final Fantasy XII, that game is a bop. It's so good.
Okay, here we go. This is the best song in the game, in my opinion.
Hey,
Not Sidon's theme, but the approach theme into Varuta.
All right, Adaf, you got this. Keep going. Got about an hour left. I don't care if you think you can or can't do it. Just approach each segment with the best you got.
Will do.
Regardless, I've had a really good time, regardless of whether this run is save and kill. This has been so much fun.
I'm glad. I love this game. Let's use this guy. Sucker. Right, I forgot you have to pull afterwards. It's my mistake. Okay, I'm still got it.
When you're playing this just for fun, this is actually pretty fun to go up the waterfalls and shoot the
Oh,
targets.
absolutely. So you're only supposed to get one at a time, but you can easily get two. Okay. Saving some time here. Somehow.
Because you're awesome.
I don't know about that.
Now, folks, remember, Adolf does still have a chance here. If Adolf can get through this dungeon and the next dungeon, which is also kind of a tiny one from what I can remember, the Goron one, in a timely manner, see what I did there, Adolf will currently have part of Calamity Ganon completed.
Yes.
Because all of the Divine Beasts have been taken down.
Yes. Wow, my gold split here is horrible. I'm missing my gold.
You're not supposed to say that part out loud, Adolf.
I'm only missing my gold by like 15 seconds. Wow, what a load. Just keeps going. Okay.
Well, keep an eye on those follows for us whenever you can, Adolf, because I'm sure folks want to know, because they probably want to be able to vote on that next background
We're
color.
at like,
So you
we're
let
at
us
like
know.
8881.
Okay, all right, so roughly over 100 follows. Come on, folks, we can do this for ADF. Remember, following is free. It's also a wonderful channel. Please go give ADF some love. And if you're watching on YouTube, twitch.tv/ADF, A-D-E-F, and give ADF some love also. Thank you so much for those of you on YouTube who are watching us.
Yes, link is actually in the description of the YouTube video.
Voici la...
Make it even easier. All right, let's see if I remember how to do this. Odds are, probably not. Okay, this one first.
Il reste encore...
This one, let's get out Crayonus. Okay. So Rivali's Gale is used quite extensively in this dungeon. I think I use all three here in just a second. Can't really remember. Do I raise it to 2? I think so.
Tu as trouvé... Regarde la... Il te faut tout courage.
okay. I was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that Rivali's Gale right there, and I was right, because there's a ceiling that I didn't remember, but, you know, live and learn in the wise words of Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack. Oh, I was supposed to raise that. Can't remember if you raise it to 2 or 1. I think either is fine. Oh no! Okay. Turns out that's okay.
I don't know what happened there.
Il reste encore.
Turns out it's all good. I think I drop it to 5. Is correct. And then I pop it to 3, I think.
Il reste encore. Il ne reste plus.
Good. That one has to be stopped in a certain angle. And there's some leniency, but not a ton, or else you cannot activate it. We'll do that, and... Okay, next fight, here we go.
Regarde à sa lance. Elle peut atteindre de très loin.
It's a weird phase 1. I don't remember what you're supposed to do, so I kind of just went with my gut. But, you know.
I mean, it looked fast.
It did, but it can be much faster.
Fais attention.
Platform.
Tu n'as plus
Please
beaucoup
don't
de
spawn up
place.
here. Good.
C'est le moment ou jamais.
Shouldn't be bullet time here or anything. Well, I missed the first shot, but that's okay. Alright, that's definitely the easiest fight.
Oh, I had a thought. I didn't want to say something mid-fight. Were you supposed to use Urbosa's power there?
No,
Okay.
I'm saving them.
Yeah, I don't know how long those take to recharge. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, wonder if it would be any good on this.
I think it's like 12 minutes or something.
Wow, that's a little longer than I thought it would be. Wow.
Mipha's Grace is the longest, I think.
Well, yeah, that's an extra life essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would imagine that one would be the longer than I think it's Urbosa's Fury.
Funny story about Mifa's Grace. When I played this game in 2017, I was living with my brother at the time, and he was like, why don't you use, or he was playing it for the first time, and he goes, I'll just use Mifa's Little Wish, or whatever it's called. So, and I lost my mind when he said that, so I have taken to calling it Mifa's Little Wish. It is nothing else to me but Mifa's Little Wish. It's Urbosa's Fury, Mifa's Grace, Rivali's Gale, and Daruk's Protection.
How long does it roughly take to set up the Goron Divine Beast?
I don't know. The longest thing is the Yonobo Escort. Hello, where is the prompt to swim with the waterfall? Wait, no, I'll just do a diagonal. Hello? Why did I not go into bullet time there? So bullet time is based on how high you are above the ground. And I'm a little confused. This is really risky.
What is?
What I'm doing? Oh, it worked. Let's go.
Oh, look at that!
If I fall in the water there with no stamina, I go all the way back to the last place I touched the ground. And I wasn't gonna make it without a midair.
Folks were asking about the follows when you get a chance. I know you're very tight on time right now,
sure.
so I understand.
I'll take 2. That should be fine, I think. I can't remember if I'm gonna need that many, but with how I'm playing, I think it can't hurt. I need food, like, really desperately. I'll just eat the Mifa's Grace, actually. And by eat, I mean, like, Mifa's Grace will activate and give me a bunch of hearts when I die from a wind bomb, which is nice. Okay, I need to get up to the tower. No, the chest and the legs for double fire protection. Because on the fight, that might work. That was not how I wanted that to go, but that's okay. On the fight against Fire Blight, I want to be using an attack up meal, so I can't be using Fireproof Elixir. So you either can buy both pieces, or you can elect to manage your health in the fight. I prefer...
Je te protégerai.
Je te protégerai, she says. I will protect you. I'll do the rest on foot, that's fine. I think 1900 is okay. I think it's 700 and 1000. It might be 700 and 1200, which is also fine. I cover that too.
Serre-toi de ma rage quand tu veux.
do. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I think in the English version she says it is my pleasure or something like that.
Something like that.
When you use it. Yeah, yeah. Like, she's happy to help, in other words.
Oh, I guess I might as well eat this. Okay. And let's do this. This one is really lag heavy. Okay. Mifa's Little Wish. It's in French because it's pretty. That's really it. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Should have been paying attention. How do I salvage this? I'm not gonna be able to get a bomb from there. Oh my god. Well, in an effort to save time, I'm instead losing it, which is always fun. I'll come up here.
About 45 minutes left, Adaf.
Yeah, it might be possible. If I stop doing stuff like this, it should be possible. She liked Link. That's too fun. She did.
I get the
She
pun
did.
because there's likes in Zelda.
Well, there's that too, but I was thinking more along the childish lines, like, oh, does she like you, bro? Do you think she likes me? Or do you think she likes me? You know what I'm saying? Oh, to be 10 years old.
Nah, I'm good.
Very fair. Okay. All right.
Oh, goodness, no. If you had to PB, the timer would win, like, 98% of the time. No. No, that's not what this show's
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
700, I was right about that.
Ooh.
And 600, oh, that's way cheaper. I have way more money than I need.
Ah.
That's okay. Always good to have more than less. Okay, my follower count is at 8899. We're one away from 8900. Which means we're 100 away from the goal of 9,000. Gamers, you can do it. I know it may seem so difficult, but with the number of people in chat currently, it'd actually be incredibly trivial. And I just, you know, I'm obviously me, but I can't recommend me enough.
I can recommend you enough.
Oh, Sky.
Yes.
It's a good time to be on this show. I like being on this show.
Oh, yeah. Get another run, let it get rusty. Be back,
I always
be back
do.
in again. That's not hard to do, that's for sure.
No, that was a really good wind bomb. So good, in fact, that the cannon hadn't loaded yet. Sometimes that happens. In fact, it's happened once or twice in this run already. Where you wind bomb so well, the game can't keep up. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. Genuinely. You know. Oh boy. That's unfortunate. I do have cozy streams, I would say. We've been playing a lot of Ocarina of Time recently, but I'll probably come back to some Breath of the Wild stuff after this. I think that's the split. Oh, saved a little time.
Also, as a reminder, while we do have the save time here, remember that Mercy Kill and GDQ Hotfix is brought to you by viewers like you. Your subs, gift subs, Amazon Prime subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel do help support our weekly Hotfix content. Thank you for supporting our shows, and that does include my two shows, Random Number Generation and Mercy Kill, and 8F show Challenger Approaching.
Sky will be
included
on
in that GDQ Hotfix.
Sky will be on Challenger Approaching this Friday with Forbidden Memories 15 card drop. I opened the wrong one! I always open the wrong one. I want this one.
You know, ADF, I'm tempting fate too much to get 2 completed runs of Forbidden Memories on GDQ.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
You say that, but the game has to allow me to have it.
That's true. That's true.
I just can't be like, I'm gonna be good and win. No, the game is like, sometimes you just don't win.
Well, we have the late night slot, so, you know, we can go as long as we want.
Oh goodness, don't tempt that game. Don't even tempt that game, because it's gonna do one of those things where it takes 60-something attempts for me to get my 2 dragon drops, and that's a sad time.
That is a sad time. Well, it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be like a comfy 210 or something ridiculous.
That'd be close to my PB.
Maybe it'll be sub 2.
And that's my PB. My PB is 158 in that category.
It's gonna happen.
I mean, that would be nice. Yes, Challenger Approaching is hosted by ADF. I believe is that every Friday or every other Friday?
Every other Friday.
Every other Friday. So if you see me on here during a week, because I'm every other also for both of my weeks, that means ADF will also be on that Friday.
That's true. We are concurrent weeks.
Yeah. I did that on purpose because I have 2 shows. I have 1 week on and then 1 week off to make sure I plan well for the shows.
I could not do every week. That would be... I don't know how the people who do every week do it. How do they find so many runners?
That's a question for Keyzron and J-Hobbs.
Well, Keyzron and J-Hobbs are the same runner every time. That's easy.
That is true. You and I...
They're the curated content every
organize.
time. They just have to think of a game.
Hey, sometimes that's hard, though.
Oh, so I'm not going to discredit that it's difficult. But all I'm saying is it's a little... Oh, the lights change on their own again. I hate it when they do that. It is tough to find runners that are available every single week.
Oh, yeah.
Pull. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I try to plan out content months in advance, because
It's always good to be
sometimes
early.
it is difficult.
Always good to be early.
Yeah, people get busy. It happens.
Yeah, Ray's every week as well, right? On Mondays?
Yeah, Ray is every week, yeah.
And they do
yeah.
find new runners every single week.
No, Keys and J-Hobbs are not the same person, silly.
Oh, I did not.
So I believe if you go to, I think it's gamesdonequick.com/hotfix, you should be able to find a form there.
Yes.
For suggesting stuff for our current shows. So that's one way to do it.
That is certainly one way to do it, and we encourage it.
Yeah, we like to see all sorts of content. It's a good time.
This is what Neo versus Heroes are for.
And just remember, a lot of folks forget this. In terms of GDQ hotfix in general, unless there's like a show specifically devoted to like world record holders or the best of the best, you don't have to be the best runner at a game to play on GDQ hotfix. Like, a lot of folks are like, but what if I'm not good enough? I'm like, I host a show specifically on rusty speedruns and random content where you can't guarantee where that time is going to end. So
Absolutely.
you don't have to be the best runner. If you are a lover of the game and we'll call it speed jogging, speed walking, I mean, all of that's valid. Just remember that. You don't have to be a world record holder to be here.
Absolutely. In fact, I would encourage, if you are just passionate about it and pretty good, that's really all that's necessary.
Yeah. Absolutely. Positive attitude also goes a long
Oh,
way.
absolutely. Just don't be a butt. Yeah, I would say that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Pretty good thing to live by in general, I would say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, a lot of people dislike the Yunobo escort, and it is an escort mission, and I get it, but I kind of like it. Speedrunning-wise, it's got some interesting tech. It's neat.
This is my favorite divine beast. Like, look at how cute it is. Look at how cute that lizard is.
He do be cute, though.
Nah.
So this is the last Divine Beast approach segment. And then we'll have the last Divine Beast, and then it's really just rushing again. Okay, so I cannot whistle sprint here, because whistling is what starts and stops Yunobo, so I will be throw sprinting essentially the whole time. Throw sprinting I have done many times throughout this run, but I'll actually explain it this time. I am pressing B and R at the same time to begin of the throwing animation and stop it at the same time. And this allows me to sprint without using stamina as well. It is not mashing, it requires timing. It is more difficult and a little bit more physically strenuous sometimes than whistle sprinting, but it's very situationally good, like in this scenario where I can't whistle sprint, or in scenarios where I don't want to alert the enemies, because when you're whistle sprinting, you are whistling, and it is creating tons of noise, so enemies are alerted to your presence. So we don't need that. Oh, can I get the dog talk, actually? Please work. Oh, you can hit that thing with the block. You have to stasis away anyway. I gave it a shot. I didn't hit it enough times. It needed to be red. But the backup is you just push this. Or not. You just push this. C'est parti. The music is also fun here, it's very jaunty.
Never was a fan of escort missions.
Yeah, they're bad. They're unfortunate because, you know, and I say this in my stream sometimes when escort missions come up as a point of discussion. Oh, I should change the lights back. It's quite abrasive, is right.
Did you get those follows?
No, they changed on their own. They do that sometimes. We'll go with that for now. Only 88 more gamers needed. Wow, that's so few. Oh,
Yeah, that's not too many left to
I
go.
whistle sprinted, which I just said I shouldn't do. It was just muscle memory, or rather, habit.
Okay, you should do blue as a background more often, ADF. That looks great.
It looks cool.
Yeah, the timer is counting down, y'all. Once that timer's done, so is the show. But remember that Never Before Seen is immediately after the show, so don't go anywhere once this run is over. Absolutely big fan of Never Before Seen. Y'all should check it out after this.
Yeah, NBS is a great show. Amber puts on a good show.
Oh, they put on a very good show.
I got the wrong thing.
Ok.
Oh, what were you going to say about escort missions, by the way, Ada? If your light distracted you, allegedly, I'm just recapping from chat
Right,
here.
thank you. The illusion of gaming and the illusion of game design is that you are dictating the pace of play. The beauty of speedrunning is that this is often true. The reality of game design is that the designer is usually dictating the pace of play, especially in linear games, right? The designer, in the way they have designed whatever level or mission or whatever that you have in your game, is more realistically dictating the average pace of play than you would think. They give you the illusion of choice, and the things that are happening in the world are likely planned and linear and decided, and they dictate the pace of play. The problem with escort missions is that, but there's maneuverability in that, right? Like, they dictate a range of the pace of play, and you maneuver within that, and it feels like choice, and it's great. Speedrunning breaks that wide open, obviously. Do I take this? Okay. Escort missions throw the illusion right out the window and make it incredibly apparent that you are not in charge of the pace of play. You no longer have any say at how fast the game can be played. Your decisions feel meaningless, and everything you do is structured and unimportant. And this is why escort missions feel so unfortunate, because you no longer dictate how the game is played in really any appreciable way. You either succeed or you fail, that's it. Yunobo escort mission is kind of good because you sort of dictate when he starts and stops and when you do certain parts. Certain escort, like the wagon escort mission in Twilight Princess, even though TP is one of my favorite games, that is one of the worst escort missions in the game. It's a real culprit of just, you have no choice, and it is so slow, and they also make mistakes all the time, and like, it just feels bad. But yeah, that's my sort of, that is just my opinion. But it feels, like it's founded in some fact. Don't. So these metal boxes are super strong at just destroying enemies, basically. Give them enough speed, and they'll just clobber goblins. Now we go back and fetch Yunobo. Suspended bolts in the wind columns. You gotta kind of give him an opportunity to catch up a little bit, because otherwise it'll be like, he's too far behind. Oh my god. Go in the thing.
Come on, Adaf.
Okay. We are in. Just one dungeon and
There you
Ganon
go.
to go.
Yeah, 27 minutes. How you don't have to tell us if you think you're gonna make it, because I don't want to spoil it if it's yes or no in one direction. How are you feeling about this right now, Adaf?
I feel okay. I feel all right.
You feel okay, right? That's good. That's good. Must be a really short dungeon. That's exciting.
It's got some skips. Whether or not I get them is another
Cool.
question.
This is my favorite dungeon stylistically in this game.
It's cool.
Because you do start out. Yeah, it's just cool looking. Yeah, that's a great way to put it without spoiling anything.
Écoute bien. Toutes les infos.
Let's cheer Ada up on y'all, and while you're at it, if you have not followed yet, that's twitch.tv/ADEF. I feel like ADEF has deserved your follow and then some from this run. I have had a great, just very relaxing time during this run. Always a pleasure to have my good friend ADEF on.
Sky, you're a delight. Your shows are great, you're a great person, and a great host, and you always are way too good to me.
Il reste plus que...
I ain't saying anything that isn't true.
I really want this.
Also, thank you.
I really can't remember where to shoot. Really? That doesn't... Okay, we'll just do it the long way, I guess, later. Let's get out the duplex. There's a cool setup here to kill this guy and hit the torch at the same time. If I get it. Nope. Okay.
Hey, everybody, get your GGs out. It looks like past ADEF is done.
GG past ADEF. Longer hair equals faster, it seems.
What a gamer!
What a gamer. Okay, there we go. I'm running low on arrows. It's never good. Especially in this dungeon in particular. Okay, I missed a skip at the beginning, which means I'm gonna have to do a thing later, but I have fire arrows, so it should be fine. I'm a little worried about the upcoming trick, but again, being worried is how you miss things.
Yep, just keep
But
going.
I can save beforehand, which is good. So we got the map, which means the thing's open, and there's this whole, if you'll remember in this dungeon, there's this whole, like, fetch quest where you, like, move this ball around. And you tilt and move the thing to move the ball, and eventually it reaches a hatch. I'm going to try to skip the vast majority of that with a well-timed, or well-placed arrow.
Aw, it doesn't look as cool now. I really liked it when it was like all dark and glowy.
It's too high. When using a really good bow like this one, the arrows don't curve as much, which can make this work. Nice, okay, second try, excellent. So I'm bouncing an arrow off of a wall that is lit to activate a torch very early. That skips like half a dungeon.
Il reste plus que...
Shoot this guy. For later. And now the ball is already here. Just let it out. Make sure it goes in. Excellent. We're now going to skip another part of the dungeon by just walking through this hole here in this door. Just crouch and walk right through. Now the thing I would have skipped is what I'm about to have to do. Luckily I have one fire arrow, so I was able to do it. Okay, so that loses probably 30 seconds or so. So far, so
Il reste
good.
plus que... Il reste plus qu'un.
I usually commentate more than this, but I'm very focused at the moment.
There's nothing wrong with that. I know there isn't like a ton of time left, so I'm just letting you focus
Yeah,
here.
no, I appreciate that. Also, do not use bomb arrows in here is something you learn once and never do again. Okay. This fight, if done well, is really fast.
Tu vois le gros.
We're gonna hope for that. I'll save now, that's fine.
Garde un œil sur son épée.
And then you switch off the bow every so often just to reset the heat timer. Okay, that's phase one.
Attention à ces.
Of course, he went to the furthest away location. Nice. Okay. Not as fast as I would have liked, but it was good. All right. I'll give you a follower update here. We are at 8929, just 71 away. Just 71 away. It's so close.
Wow, I blinked and that boss was gone, by the way, so well done.
Thanks.
Link,
The triple up
grâce à
mighty,
toi,
you know,
toutes les créatures divines
attack
ont
food
rejoint
is
nos
very
rangs.
good.
Et les âmes des quatre prodiges sont à nouveau libres.
Yo, thanks for the raid.
Tous doivent attendre avec impatience que tu affrontes enfin Ganon au château d'Hyrule. Tout
All right,
comme moi.
Adaf, go get Ganon.
That's the plan.
T'attends moi aussi.
That's the plan.
This is gonna be close, y'all. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
We're gonna turn Daruk's protection off for a bit because it makes wind bombs a lot harder. Okay, nice jump Link. Good. That's exactly where it's supposed to go.
La colère d'Urbosa est à ta
Play this. I don't
disposition.
typically have this angle.
You know, Ada, if I hadn't thought about this till now, we should have you on RNG at some point this fall to do another Breath of the Wild randomizer. I really enjoyed when you did the last one.
Sure, yeah, I'd love to. I'm actually planning on implementing that into my website so people can do their own.
Oh, cool.
direction I meant to go. I should have aimed the other way, but hindsight is, as they say, 2020.
So when y'all say, because there was a question, how long does a normal play? I assume y'all mean casual? Like, has the person played the game before, etc.? I'm gonna need a little more than that before answering that question.
So I wanted those apples, and oh, I'll take that. And I want this. Is that gonna make? I'm not gonna chance that. I'm gonna stop off here. That's not worth chancing.
Casual? I mean, depending on if you want to go really quickly, or if you want to kind of, stop and smell the roses, as it were. I would say 80 to 100 hours casually, if you like really take your time and you don't know where anything is and it's your first time powering on the game. That would be my
I would
guess.
agree with that assessment. Okay, good. Got the cutscene right away. Nice. You could beat the game a lot faster if you're like pretty good, and you don't really care about getting a bunch of shrines or anything.
Yeah, but it's so easy to get like tangled up in shrines, right? Like you do one and you really want to find another one and you really want to find another one.
Oh no, my casual playthroughs even still are like 40 or 50 hours. Hello, where's the prompt? Hello?
Like, shrines are like, imagine if you have like the most delicious bowl of cookies in front of you, like the most delicious bowl of cookies you've ever had, and there's no bad implication if you eat too many, like nothing bad happens to you. What do you think's gonna happen with
In fact, good things happen to you.
I should have said a bowl of good potato chips too, because that goes a long way too.
Okay, let's get this, and let's do that, and let's do this. And we're gonna save, and here we go. This is your last chance to follow twitch.tv/ADEF. I promise you will not regret it. And we're very, very close to 9,000. It would make my day, gamers. But perhaps I'll earn it through this calamity fight. We'll see.
It would make ADEF's day if ADEF was over 9,000.
It's over 9,000!
Alright, a little under 13 minutes here to take down Calamity again, and ADEF, you got this. Everybody cheer on ADEF.
Alright, I just want a handful of things from the back of this room. I want that. And I want this. And I want those. This. And I did not mean to understand that.
Wow. Today I've learned, ADEF.
Oh, I need to eat the thing.
The fish?
My attack.
Oh, I was making a really old GDQ reference.
Okay. Okay, that's phase one. I had to get a shield parry in there because I ran out of stamina, but it went okay. Okay, we're gonna try something here. Called the Calamity Stumble. Nice, great fight. Easy every time, dude.
Yo, it's getting close on the follows, too. Can we get enough follows for Adef before the end of this run? Let's see it. We're so close, and each follow gives Adef more strength. Please give Adef a follow, y'all, if you're watching live.
I become more powerful. I did not mean to do that. I've never hopped off the horse there. Go, 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 go. You guys want to see something
La
funky?
noirceur de l'âme de Ganon enveloppe son corps.
Horse insta turnaround.
Cette aura le protège de toute attaque. Je vais contenir son
Come
aura
on, Adef.
maléfique. Mais je ne pourrai pas tenir très longtemps. Il te faudra viser les points lumineux.
That stun lock is actually slightly difficult.
Je crois en
It's
ta
easier with
victoire.
Urbosa's Fury, but once it runs out. But I ran 80% for a while, so I'm not too bad with it. Oh, he's not supposed to turn. You're not supposed to turn yet, friend.
Le pouvoir de Ganon s'affaiblit.
That works.
C'est le moment. Je contiens son aura. Tu l'as blessé. Continue comme ça.
Ooh, don't get hit, horsey. Oh, any Bimjos in the chat? I have an emote for this horse. This is Bimjo. Everyone say hello to Bimjo. Bimjo is a great lad. What an honest boy.
Non, Link. Tu y es presque.
Okay, okay, okay.
Encore
I
un
get
peu.
it. Bimjo, I understand. You don't want to do it, that's fine. Let's just go this way. Time is coming up, by the way.
Link. Regarde. Sur sa tête. C'est l'essence même maintenant. Link.
And time.
Everybody, get your GGs out for Adef. Congratulations.
I win, timer. I win. It was close, but I win.
It was close.
It's very close. Look at all those beautiful Bimjos. Beautiful, beautiful Bimjos. All right, I'll take a look at the follower count.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with
We are
that.
at 9,007 followers. We did it, gamers. You did it. You hit the 9K mark. I'm proud. I'm thankful. I'm appreciative. Unfortunately, the run is over, but I will pick a funky color to honor this accomplishment. How's purple? A purplish pink? We'll go with a purplish pink.
Yeah, I like purplish pink. That's a really good number, or really good color, I should say. I'm looking at, by the way, I think it's 2:50:201. I was looking at your time here.
I got
real quick.
2:51:47.
51:47. Okay, I saw two different numbers on my timer here. I mean, they both defeated the timer, but I just wanted to clarify with you.
2:51:47. Not a horrible run. It's got a lot of stinky segments. I had 2 golds. The Calamity split was gold, and the Paraglider split was gold. But other than that, it was a pretty stinky run, but that's okay. That just means there's room for improvement when I come back to this caliber. Let's get the good music. Let's get this cutscene in swag.
Absolutely, Adef. Do you have any shout-outs, by the way?
I'd like to shout out Skybills for graciously hosting me so many times. This is my 4th time on a Skybills Hotfix show. I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you, Sky. So be
course.
sure to follow Sky, of course, twitch.tv/Skybills. Magic the Gathering content, very comfy stream, OOT randos pretty frequently, and some nice casual stuff mixed in, some speed running. I'd like to plug Challenger Approaching is this Friday. This Friday evening at 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll be showing off Sky playing Forbidden Memories 15-card drop. Of course, on my channel, which if you're watching on YouTube in the description, I do speedruns. My final plug, I will say, I run a speedrunning Dungeons & Dragons campaign called Speedrunners and Dragons. It's a D&D show featuring speedrunning personalities. So it's not speedrunning D&D, it's just a D&D show that I write and produce with DGR Dave, Danny B, Dangers, The Blacktastic, Kung Fu Fruit Cup, whom you know Bobby and Fu, obviously, and Fant, who also does tech for GDQ. And that's at youtube.com/speedrunnersdragons. So if you're on YouTube, it's a one-stop shop. Consider subscribing. We're in the middle of campaign 2. Those are all my plugs. I'm done.
All right, awesome. And again, one last opportunity to follow ADUF. That is twitch.tv/ADUF. If you're watching on YouTube, again, that is ADEF. ADUF, thank you so much. Now, remember, folks, our programming here on GDQ Hotfix is not over tonight. After this, we have Story of Season, Sonic Robo Blast 2, and Katamari Forever on Never Before Seen. And, of course, tomorrow, remember, we do have Halo on the first step at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. But first, we have Never Before Seen. Take it away, Amber Cyprin.